Hi, this is Dylan, and this is my digital badging for buret. As you can see, I straight up started washing the buret with the wash bottle water, which should be DI water. Instead of like clamping it on the clamp first, I kind of just wash the buret first by clamping on it and then taking it off. So basically the same thing I did for volumetric flask, or just like kind of glassware that's like kind of long. You basically fill in some water and you have to spin it around so the water can touch all around the glass to make sure it's clean. And this is my first time adding water. We By instruction we're adding it 3 times, and this is the first time. And also here I was dispensing it down using the stop clock. Yeah, and then basically from here to like around 2 minutes, it's just me adding water 3 times. So here I finally got done with rinsing it with water. So now as you can see, I'll be trying to add the titrant. One thing I feel like I could have done better is use a color titrant instead of like a white watery one, which is just salt water, honestly. So a good thing about a colored one is you can see clearly where the solution is at, and it will be clearer for me and whoever the grader is on this video to see the mark on the buret. So here I was just trying to rinse it with the solution with the titrant because or else the buret will still be mostly DI water, and we don't want it to mess up with our titrant concentration when we actually do the experiment. So that's why we want to rinse it first and then drain it down the tip to rinse the tip as well. Just a note on this is that the bottom flask was cutted and switched from rinsing the water. So here, whatever's in the flask is the solution. So that's why I can put the flask down there in order to see how much of the solution we need in an experiment like titration and stuff like that. So here I finally finished rinsing it with the solution. Now I'll be adding it to kind of see, to kind of like see if it's a titration experiment to kind of see what's the concentration needed for the flask solution to turn different and stuff like that. But here we're just doing a digital badging, so I wasn't being that careful with whatever's inside the solution. And so I'm just draining the solution in the flask instead of measuring anything. Um, but one thing I did is to measure how much solution was drained, and here it will be a close-up shot on how many were added and later on how many was drained. Here, as you can see, it's not really that clear on the calibration mark, but basically, what I did was I added it all the way up to the 16.5 milliliters mark on the buret. So after draining out some of the solutions, here will be a close-up shot of the meniscus, which you can kind of see, it's a little bit musty, but it's like around 21.50 milliliters left, which means I drained 5.00 milliliter down.